was trying to kill David. David, like, dang, they want me dead. Like, I could die any moment because, like, people are seeking and trying to see how they can kill him. So David, like, instead of, like, David getting into depression, David did what? He encouraged himself in the Lord his God. David did not allow the circumstances and the things that was happening around him to shift his mind from the Lord. The Lord has already given him the word. The Lord has already given him his promises. The Lord have already spoken to David concerning what was to come. But David had to encourage himself in the Lord. David had to remind himself of God's promises. David had to put on his loins about him and remind him of the truth of the Lord. And regardless of the circumstance, yes, it is true that this has happened. It is true that I don't know what my wife is. I don't know what my kids is. What my kids are. I don't know, what happened to your wife or your kids. That is true. But the truth of the matter is God is greater than the circumstance. God is greater than every battle we're in. God is greater than all of that. So David had to encourage himself in the Lord. And just as David had to encourage himself in the Lord, the David that always encouraged us in Psalms, this same David, the Psalms that we read, this same David had to encourage himself in the Lord. So if David had to encourage himself in the Lord, you know that we have to encourage ourselves in the Lord as well. And there's so many different ways that we can encourage ourselves. But this right here is what I like. I don't know. It's something about this scripture that really just bring me back to my place of reverence with God. It's like, you know what? At the end of the day, I know this may be going on, but I'm encouraging myself from Joshua 1:9. So, but me personally, you really can encourage yourself with both of these scriptures, because you can, if you ever going through anything in your life, you could be reminded that, hey, when David went through all that stuff, he did this, and you could use that as a model for your life. And when it comes to anything else too, you can use this scripture, Joshua 1:9, because it literally, the Lord said he commanded us to be strong and courageous. Because he said that he is our God. He will go with us wherever we go. He said that don't be dismayed. We even learned that just now from the scripture. I mean, the word made from strength. We did faith, we did strength, and here we are with encouragement, because we all are in need of encouragement. We all need to encourage one another. But God, guess what? Sometimes, like I said, you might not have your sister or brother to encourage you in that moment. You might not have your sister or brother to encourage you in the midnight hours. It might only be you and God. It might be only you and God riding in that car. It might be only you and God on that job. So you have to know how to encourage yourself in the Lord, your God. And like I said, these two scriptures that y'all could go to, but the Lord will give you more scriptures as well as you go throughout your life, as you go throughout your day. Just allow the word of the Lord to meditate, to be your meditations of your heart, to just be upon your heart, so that the Lord can just strengthen you and remind you of his word. I love y'all, and I'll come back later. Deuces.